So gone are the days when women would disguise their copies of 50 Shades of Grey. Smut literature is apparently exploding in popularity, and the Toronto Star points out that no one is hiding it anymore. There are even smut reading groups that you can join. So what do we think about the rise in popularity of spicy novels among women, Andrea?
I see a lot of ladies smiling like, oh, yeah. You know what, recently I was just listening or watching, Oprah has a podcast and she had author Scott Galloway on, and he said something that I thought was shocking. He cited this statistic. He said around 45 to 51% of young men aged 18 to 25 have never, ever asked a woman out on a date. On another episode, she also talked about there's a phenomenon of gray divorces. So there's also 40% of divorcing Americans are now over 50. So if you think about it, we have women who are in their early teens, early 20s, and women over 50 who are not having sex. Well, what do you do with all that energy? Well, you get to flipping those pages, baby. But personally, I know the books that are these smut books. The ones that I have read, I don't know if this says something about me, but I just don't get it. They're not smutty enough for me. Like, I'm like, this is it? It's not doing anything for homegirl downstairs. So I'm like, maybe I'm the problem. I just feel like maybe this is a chance. You know, I have my Single Girl Problems book, and I'm like, maybe it's time for me to get into the smut business.
Yeah, it is.
Turn on the heat.
Smut book that you want to read.
The level of smut that I need.
You don't like this word, though,
I
do
don't
you?
like the word smut.
You don't like the word
What should we
smut?
call it
No,
then?
because I think in the 70s it was so dismissive and anti-feminine, I think, in a lot of ways. It was always about objectifying women.
Do you like
in every way? I think about Hustler magazine. I don't like the word smut. I think erotic.
Sorry.
I think erotica is a great word. Like, I just read the Sarah J. Maas, one of her books, The Crown of Thorn and Roses.
Yeah, Court of Thorn and Roses.
There
or
you
Roses and
go.
Thorns.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's elves and trolls having sex and things like that. It's fantasy sex. So it's a really different kind of genre. And we had it in our book club. I didn't choose the book. Caitlin, that's on you.
That's more like romance. They call that romantasy, but right.
Yeah,
it has
but
sex in it.
it's eroticism, but smut, it conjures up derogatory ideas about sexuality to me.
Yeah.
So
To
it's
you,
just
yeah,
erotic.
yeah.
So they're repurposing this word because in the 70s and 80s, it was considered something very dismissive of women and their sexuality, and owning it. It was objectification.
Well, the good idea is like I agree. The word kind of puts me off too. I prefer erotica, but it is trying to be a reclamation, I think, because a lot of times,
good word.
back in the day, like the Harlequin romance, kind of that type of romance with explicit sex in it, there was a lot of like non-consensual sex, let's just put it that way. And so this whole thing is, oftentimes women are writing this and they're really making consent sexy. So for all those people who have said in the past, oh, you can't make it sexy if you're asking, can I touch there, can I touch there? They do have to pick up some of this smut because it actually is really hot or can be really hot. So I think that's...
this genre is essentially keeping the publishing industry afloat. Like, it is the top earning fiction category last year, $1.44 billion in sales. Like, so that is a thing to celebrate. It is, the majority of this stuff is written by women for women.
And I like that.
That is absolutely incredible.
Jess, I like that
Me
idea
too,
of it,
but I can't read them.
You don't like it?
I've tried. I can't read them, and I think it's...
Is it not erotic enough?
Well, no. Do you
An
know what?
audiobook. Have someone read it to you.
Do you prefer literature? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. You don't want that?
Do you prefer like good literature with a side of sex in it?
No.
You don't need the sex.
A book is like a 10-hour commitment. It's a huge commitment. And I guess when I read a book, I want my world to be shifted. I want like my spirit moved, but stay away from my loins. I'm just not interested in that.
Okay.
If you want my loins, give me 30 seconds.
You want a quick orgasm.
Yes.
Get to the business. You know
all
what?
I need.
You convinced me. Between those stats and when you convinced me, I'm writing my book starting after. We're gonna turn up the heat, baby.